Hello Reapers, my name's Scythe and we are back here for some more Terraria Thorium. Oh my gosh, I know, okay? So lots of people keep shouting at me that you can in fact use bombs to destroy shadow orbs. But I don't like doing that because bombs take an absurd amount to craft. Like we're gonna need a lot more bombs to blow up more terrain than it would cost to make the same with dynamite is what I'm saying. So we can get 3 more dynamite here. Hopefully this is finally going to be enough. I think I'm confidently going to say that we should be able to finally fight the stupid Eater of Worlds. Now, I don't know whether or not I'm going to end up getting my butt absolutely handed to me by this guy. Most likely, yes. Really, like, I'm fully expecting I am going to die. Because this guy is definitely a train wreck of a boss. He's really, really powerful. But then on top of that, I don't have like a proper arena setup or anything like that, which I definitely should, but don't. Okay? I'm just going to outrightly say that. Well, here we go again. Hopefully 3 bombs is going to be enough that we're going to be able to do this, because seriously. Yeah, I think 3 dynamite should get us down into this orb right here, right? I think so. I'm fairly confident about that. Okay, let's just throw one right down there. Put it back into my inventory space, and I mean, if we accidentally blow this thing up in the first place, like before the boss is even summoned, like, are we ready to get out of here? That's kind of what I gotta be set up for. We gotta get to the surface as soon as possible when we start fighting this guy. Also, I don't necessarily want to go and grab all of those items. Okay, this is just going very badly. Just keep bumping my head like an idiot. He's terrifyingly powerful. Jeez Louise, this guy. He's big. He's not as powerful as I thought he was. Like, this weapon is making real short work of him. Seriously, what a powerful weapon. Jeez Louise. I forgot that he splits. Still, this guy is going down. Like, he's really... This is no problem. Look at this guy. He's just dead meat, dude. Especially the fact that we can jump as high as we can. Really just makes him nothing. Super duper easy. Go on. Come on, giant worm. Oh gosh, he's barely even hurting me. No, seriously. We're getting really, really lucky with this. Oh man, alive. Oh! Okay, you think I wasn't planned for that? This weapon's like super strong. There you go. He's been defeated. Awesome. Oh, that's so cool. We got him so quick. Gimme all of those resources. The shadow scales, they're gonna be the R item that I'm pretty sure is really, really useful. However, let's see, what did we get down here? More ore and junk like that. Not really anything like super spectacular. We do still have 1 bit of dynamite though, so you know what? We can potentially use it to destroy another orb. If there's another orb even close enough by, but I don't think so, because I think the only other one's that one way down there, which is really far down. Then there is one to our right. I like how I completely failed at jumping out of this place. Like, seriously? Okay, that's really far on the right. Okay, so we would have to climb all the way around just to be able to get into there, so no thanks. You know what I am gonna do, though? I'm going to set this up. There we go. That's not necessarily what I wanted to do, but it'll do just fine. Put some dynamite there just because... Blammo! Fire in the hole. Now we actually have another method for which to get into this corruption biome. Yes, okay, perfectly. Perfectly lined up. So now we can actually blast our way into here from the bottom if need be. But I just want to head back to our homestead in a second here and see what we can craft. Because we got so many items now. Most of all these shadow scales, I'm pretty sure they're the things that make the big, big difference. Torn note? What? But Wing of the World allows to make ego equipment? Which is unique in some ways. If Wing of the World is placed in empty housing, it could attract a special NPC called the Operator. What's the Wing of the World? And if anyone's still asking, what ego stands for here is Extermination of Geometrical Organ. There is something else, but you couldn't read this without parts 1 and 3. Maybe the jeweler could help you. Excuse me? Which NPC is a jeweler? I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to look at... Where's jeweler? Do we have... Jeweler's this idiot right here. Hey, man. Maybe the jeweler can help you. Oh, he's selling more stuff now. Emerald, amber, sturdy faucet. That's right. That's why the NPCs weren't selling a full inventory of stuff, because we had to defeat more bosses for them to actually sell more items. I completely forgot about that. Increased mana, slowly regenerates health. Okay. Can I do anything else? Arena shop. That's just that weird shop. Okay. And then we got bags of potential. Again, I wish we could use those. Muskets, ammo, rotten chunk, and most of all, just those shadow scales. They're going to end up being the biggest thing, right? But let's take a peek. Did he have anything new? No, he doesn't have anything new. What about you? Maybe it's only that one idiot that actually added new stuff. I don't know why. I just seem to remember being able to buy bombs outright, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Okay, anyways, let's craft ourselves some more demonite. Boop. There we go. So now what can we actually do with all of the breaker? Ooh, there's our nightmare pick. That's what we needed. I'm excited about that because we needed that in order to get like a whole bunch of other stuff, right? Ooh, that means we have to fight the Eater of Worlds in order to get those scales. I don't think we can fight another one, unfortunately, but, well, no, maybe we can. Because now with this pick, we can actually break through the corruption, right? The hammer is kind of useless. 15, 20, and 10. Ugh, that's like so... That would already be 30, 45 scales just for the shadow armor. Ew, that's not really... I wouldn't say that that's worth it. That's a little too expensive. Demonite requires... Demonite bricks require demonite ore? I don't think so, man. That's way too expensive for me. Okay, well, anyways, let's see if there's anything else we can craft in our material chest here. Give me a second. Aha, so what's this? Jester's Mask. Increase symphonic critical strike chance by 5%. That's a bard thing? Like, really? I mean, I kind of like the fact that we have this night vision helmet because it improves our vision overall. If we take it off, the world gets a lot darker. Like, ugh, look at that. But this does give us 4 defense as well as a bunch of other things. Is there anything else that we can craft that's bard worthy? Simple broom. Summon a cute little maid to clean. What? We gotta check that out in a second, but that's weird. So far, that seems to be it, is just those 2 items. And then, wait, what's this? Pulse lure. Bait power. Consumable. Fish find gentle pulse. Quite alluring. Okay, so that's gonna be a way that we could do some major fishing, which we will do eventually. We're not going to be doing that today, though. What were the things? There was this weird broom, which apparently is a summoning item. It's equipable. Oh, that's going to be an ally, isn't it? Oh, well. And then we may as well get the Jester hat, just because why not? Is this going to be an ally? Yep, it is. Okay, we've got... What the... Huh. It's scary, man. It's like Mary Poppins, but it's terrifying in a way. Alright, well, anyways, now the whole world's a lot darker. That kind of really sucks. Like, seriously, I wish that we had more things that we could focus, like, look at the night with, you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna put, there was too many people that were saying nay towards the, what is it, that other mod. There was a way that we could use one of the mods that we've got right now to make the world like completely lit up. And though I like the idea, too many of you guys were saying that that was a bit too cheaty as far as Terraria is concerned, so I didn't end up doing it. But anyways, let me get all this stuff set up, and then I guess we'll go back to the corruption and see if we can find another boss. I am not liking this ally so far because... weirdo! Jeez! I'm not liking this ally because it's big enough that it just looks like a normal enemy to me. And as it kind of keeps creeping up on me, it keeps freaking me out. And I keep thinking that I'm like about to be attacked. Oh gosh. Oh my. Digging through this is gonna suck. But I see something on our map nearby that I have to investigate. Ah, looks like it's another spider's lair? Or is it just the tungsten or thorium ore? I mean, yeah. That's what I completely forgot about this pick. Meteorite has landed somewhere in the world. We should try and go check that out. But one of the things that's a little disappointing about this pick, I forgot, is that it's actually one of the slower picks in the game, outside of the fact that it is stronger than all the other ones that we've had thus far. Like, we need it in order to dig a lot of this stuff. but it's slower than the pick that we just had 2 seconds ago, unfortunately. Also, let's try and take a peek. What is this ore? Oh, that's just demonite ore. Okay, that's kind of what I thought was gonna happen with that, was it was just gonna end up being the ore that we're already getting off of these bosses. But had to try it, right? Had to try it out. Oh, this is gonna suck to dig to this. Man alive. There's a weird glowing ore over there, too. Don't tell me that's more demonite. Is that all that is? It's just more demonite? Yeah, that's just demonite. So that means at least in that regard, I don't have to, like, go and get it. You know, like, I can just keep mining in a straight line to all these other places and not even bother. But we should actually just perfectly have enough orbs that we can fight another Eater of Worlds right away here. Also, another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, because I'm sure I've been getting that a lot, is in regards to... Oh, yeah, that did do it. Yeah, okay, we did do it. And we got Bane of Star Power. But lots of you guys have been asking about the episode length and whether we could actually increase the length and stuff like that. You gotta understand that I'm actually recording these episodes at around, like, half an hour long, and then I just end up cutting down the footage because it takes a lot of time just not only traveling, but also just mining through all of this junk and everything like that. And you gotta understand, Terraria is not the only game on the channel, which is one of the biggest reasons why I'm not going to end up increasing the length of the episodes or anything like that. We still are getting quite a bit done in the length of each of these episodes anyways, at least I feel that we are. So hopefully that's okay with everybody. Well, I am noticing 3 more orbs on top of this one that we're looking at right here. So I think unless we can find just one last orb in this world, it means that that's going to be it. Like, we're just going to be able to fight the Eater of Worlds 2 times, and that's that. Until we end up actually getting some of that worm food a little bit later on, though. Here we go! Take that, stupid thing! Frenzying musket? Oh, that's just an armed musket. Okay, whatever. Now I gotta dig down like an idiot. Hey, we got the traveling merchant to show up, so we gotta try and catch him again back at home. Oh, by the way, I guess I should have mentioned, I just assumed you guys already knew, but the weird, dumb monkey hat and the cape that we're wearing was actually from the traveling merchant. Excuse me? I don't want to destroy the background, you silly game. Die, Eater of Worlds! I will destroy you once again. Okay, here he comes. Weird dumb plant thing. Get out of my face. If my attacks would ever actually go to the flower that's down there, he's causing me lots of grief. He's causing me lots of grief. There we go. Okay, this guy is just even easier this time. Like, why is he so much easier? What's going on? Oh, he's bigger than I thought he was. Jeez Louise, this guy. Get out of my face! Die! Give me all the items, too. There's, like, so many, like, parts of his body everywhere. It's freaking me out, dude. Oh my gosh, he's barely doing any damage to us, thank goodness, so we don't have to worry about this at all. We might even be strong enough to fight Skeletron. I'm not sure, though. Like, we might be able to fight that idiot right away. I mean, we'd have to set up, like, an actual arena instead of me constantly saying that I need to set up an arena. We actually would need to. But, yeah, I'm curious to see that. Okay, then there was also, besides the traveling merchant, remember, there was still a meteorite that ended up crashing, right? So what's this guy got for us today? He's got sake, which is kind of cool. Pressurator automatically places actuators on placed objects. What? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up in a minute. DPS meter, I think, is required to craft something else. Zebra skin can be placed. A katana, which is just awesome. I kind of want it just because it's cool. Not to mention it is 17 damage, which is pretty good as far as a sword is concerned. Okay, what was it? The Pressionator and the DPS meter. Let me look those up. Okay, so you actually need the stopwatch, which I'm pretty sure we can actually just craft this thing, but I guess we may as well get it anyway. The DPS meter, and then some other weird item that you combine in the Goblin's Tinkerer bench later on. But honestly speaking, it's not really something I'm particularly... Like, I don't really care about those items. The Pressionator sounds cool, but it's a bit weird, where I think, near as I can tell, the wiki's description isn't the best, that you place down blocks that are going to end up getting actuators, so long as you have those in your inventory, and thus allows you to toggle those blocks from active to inactive. So I don't know if that means making secret trapdoors, where a block would be active and then it would go invisible and be inactive. I honestly have no idea what it's trying to say, but I'm gonna buy the katana just because it's cool. And never mind the rest. Yeah, there we go. That's actually a pretty fast weapon too. Jeez Louise. Look at that thing go. Okay, I gotta try and find out where that meteor hit, and then maybe... well, I was gonna say maybe we have time to fight Skeletron, but I don't think that we do. Because he's gonna take quite a bit to set up. So maybe we'll try and fight him in the next episode. Because I would love to go into the dungeon, dude. Ooh, we got another strange plant here. Give me that. Aha! There's the meteor. Okay, we don't... That is a lot of meteorite, actually. Can we actually get it with this pick? Yes, we can. This is gonna suck, because there is a lot that we're gonna have to mine here, not to mention all of these creatures that are going to be coming up to try and eat my face. Why weren't we set on fire there? Or were we secretly taking damage and it just didn't look like it? Yeah, maybe that's what was going on. But either way, this is gonna take me a little while here, dude. But at least we'll be able to get some meteorite stuff, so that's pretty interesting that we got so lucky to get it right away. Get out of here, you jerks! Seriously, what's your problem? This is my hole now. You know, at least because it's in the snow, it makes it like really, really obvious where it is. But yeah, we are also taking mega damage the moment we even step on one of these blocks. Like, it's crazy, especially because of the fact that there's like nothing indicating that we're being damaged outside of the fact that there's this tiny little fire video effects. It's kind of crazy. Ay, what a process, man. Like, hopefully we won't have to ever get any more meteorite after this, because usually the game's pretty good in that if you end up getting one meteor, you're pretty much set as far as all the resources are concerned, or at least I would hope so. Because the other thing too is it could be that it wants us to get at least 2 or 3 of these before we could craft everything. But hopefully we'll be able to craft everything that we need. And that's kind of the important thing, right? I'm surprised though that we haven't actually had the opportunity to upgrade any of our bard gear yet. Like, we haven't actually found any better weapons since we ended up getting that lucky drop from the bird, right? Okay, we just got this one last chunk here, folks, and then we're gonna be done with this stupid thing. Man alive, it takes such a long time to mine anything with this pick. It's ridiculous. There is a couple quick little tricks that I ended up finding out, though, that if we want to end up mining while not destroying the block that we're on, while using kind of the zone mining thingamabob, like where we end up selecting it like this or whatever, all we gotta do is grapple on to one of the blocks, and then he's going to end up smartly mining everything but the block that we're actually attached to. Ooh, there we go. Jeez Louise. And the reason we have to get rid of all of the ore in the first place is because otherwise these dumb enemies just keep spawning in and causing us a whole bunch of trouble. But hey, at least we got it all done with, right? That's the important thing. I hope we don't end up having another meteor show up for quite some time, because that was kind of disgusting. I guess we could just use a recall potion. Why not? Let's see what we can end up actually making out of all of that. So we can make some more demonite as well. Whoop. That's a full stack of meteorite and then some. Cool. Okay, so we got plenty of it then, I think. Safe to say, right? Good. There we go. What was that, our resource that we could have crafted or something? I don't know. Okay, so we can get the Meteor Ham Axe. So that's going to be axe power 100%, hammer power 60, which is already going to be way better than the axe we're using right now and better than the hammer we're using now, but I don't want to use that just yet. I think this is, this space gun right here, I'm pretty sure is one of the first, like, good ranged weapons you end up getting, right? And then there's also going to be the Meteor Armor, which just gives us increased magic damage for everything. Ooh! Meteor a bow. There we go. So they actually made a symphonic weapon that's based off of the meteorite stuff. So it's got very weak knockback. I don't really like that. Average speed, 15 damage. Releases a flaming earworm that infects hit enemies. The affected enemy will constantly release damaging astral clouds. Damage empowers players with the bonus of 1 crit strike. Alright, well, I'll grab that because that sounds pretty cool. Jeez. Meteor Mask increases minion what the? Is that part of a mod? Because that wasn't normally in the game. Increases minion damage by 12% and also increases the maximum number of minions you have, as well as the Meteor Head Staff, which summons a friendly meteor head to crush your enemies. That might be worth getting because I personally think that it is actually really, really good. Like, I love the minion class, like the summoner class. It seems like they've ironed it out a little bit more because otherwise the balancing of it in the vanilla game was a little bit when it came to 1.3. This might be something post 1.3, but it might actually be worthwhile for us to actually craft this summoning weapon just so that we've got extra damage, you know, like then we just got those guys kind of hanging out doing badness, destroying all our enemies while we're in the middle of doing other things, right? This is just going to be increased magic damage, which we don't necessarily need. I'm going to make this as well and just get rid of our other axe so that we can end up selling some of that stuff. And then was there anything else? Anything else that we could have made with all that meteorite? Possibly, but maybe it's at a different crafting table. Enchanted night worm, which is just a normal worm and a fallen star. That's something completely different, but that's good bait power for that thing. Okay, well, interesting. Let me sort out my inventory and then we'll try out this new weapon. Okay, so here's the summoning weapon, which I think we can only summon one minion at a time. At least he's gonna end up causing damage for us, which is good. And then the weapon itself is just a straight firing laser. I mean, at least it does give us a lot more range, which is interesting. But the fact that it just kind of shoots in one solid direction might not be as powerful as the other weapon that we were using, just for the simple fact that that one ended up having quite a bit of knockback to it. And now this ally is going to end up making things a lot easier for us, so I'm not going to necessarily be able to even see how much damage we're going to do with this thing. But it's got some weird effect where it said it's going to end up, like, causing constant damage to enemies with a fireworm or something like that. So we'll try it out. We're not getting rid of our other weapon yet. Another meteorite has landed. That kind of sucks. I didn't want a meteorite to land, but you know what? That's all the time we have for today, folks. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. And if you want to support me, you can always sponsor my channel, or there will be links in the description to my merch store, as well as Gawkbox, which is a way that you can donate to me for absolutely free. Sign on, stay epic, everybody.